today's Tips for Tuesday, we're going to take a look at how you can automate your posting groups when entering customers, vendors, items, and other various types of records in Business Central using Power Automate and the API setup in Business Central. You run into this scenario whenever you're trying to automate your customer onboarding. You have your form, you have your flow, and all of that is going really good, but whenever you go to enter an invoice or document and post that against that customer, maybe you're getting an error message that says you don't have your posting group set up, right? And then you go and you see, oh, can I add that posting group in Power Automate? And you see that field's not available with a standard API. But there is a configuration template, not to be confused with a configuration package, that allows you to automate this. So I'll show you in Power Automate what I mean first, and then we'll take a look at how to fix that in Business Central. Here in Power Automate, I just have a really simple flow setup. I'm just using an instant flow, and I just have my record here because I'm just going to hard code some information in, right? Nothing fancy. But what we will see is there's obviously 26 other records that I have here. If I do a show all, we see that I've only have 3 areas that I'm filling in, right? I've got a customer number, I've got a display name, and I've got just one address, just so we can see. I'm going to go ahead and run this card. And of course, we see that it ran successfully. Take a look here in Business Central. We see that we have our Ghostbuster that entered in here. And to the naked eye, we'd say, yay, great, this worked. But let's take a deeper dive into this customer card. As we can see here, we have our information that we put, and if I hit show more, let's see if there's anything else. Things here that we can see. One, obviously, that we notice is that we don't have a customer posting group set up in here. It came in, but it didn't enter that. Funny enough, it did add a domestic posting, or it did add my general business posting group, which is a little bit strange, right? We also see that it entered payment terms. We didn't enter any payment terms inside of our flow, but that's because there is a configuration template for customers that is set up in Business Central that then the API, anytime a new customer is coming in via an API, it says, oh, go and look at this template. So what we take a look at here is if I go to configuration template, and like I said, not to be confused with a configuration packet, but when we come into here to my configuration template, we see right now that there's already 2 customers set up. So if we take a look at this, right, what this is doing is it's reading a couple different types. So if I have a contact that comes in as a person, right, it's going to take this one. That's what this is set up for. And it will hit these different posting groups, right? So it's going to have this one hit this domestic one. Edit this one from here, or I can go ahead and create a new one, right? It's like C for posting group, and I'll call this customer posting. And go ahead and select table 18 here. And then what this is going to do is now, when I click on this field name here, what you'll see is this will pop up. This is going to have all of the properties that are on that record. So let me come here to my customer posting group, where I can search here. Right, so now we have my customer posting group, and I'll go ahead and I'll hit OK. From here, what it's going to do is it's going to give me my list of customer posting groups that I can choose from. Next, I'm going to go to my API. For table 18, it's currently saying to come from template code C002. But we're going to go ahead and change that to the customer posting group that we just identified here. Now I'm going to go ahead and delete this customer just so we can run the same flow again. Take a look at my card here for Ghostbusters. We see, right, that we have some different information. On that API, I only put the customer posting group, so really you could go in and put both of your posting groups in here, but we see, right, that now it doesn't have payment terms. You can see these configuration templates are a great way for you to be able to control the data that is coming in here. So I would come back in here, right, and I could come in and I could add and edit another field in here. And now this, here I can select my general business posting group. I can default that. Now I would be able to have my posting group set up and ready to go so that this customer card would be all ready and we wouldn't get any posting errors. You can also set up multiple customer posting groups to be able to look at different filters, which is really helpful whenever you're having complex customer onboarding workflows. If you need help getting into those set up, make sure you leave a comment or reach out to us. We'd love to help you.